check me out with all my stick reeds in the background here. Yeah, we are rocking quite a lot of stuff, and we've gone ahead and got ourselves a stack of this and 10 look, which is pretty epic. So yeah, we can definitely go ahead and make this rain tank thing today, which is nice. Not only that, I've got a couple of other tasks I want to do. I want to go ahead and make a bit more of a better mob farm. All I've pretty much been doing is grinding for about an hour and a half, potentially, something like that. I'm not 100% sure here. We're on the 45-hour mark, so yeah, probably close to 2 hours, I'd imagine then. But yeah, we got a few interesting crops going here. I am just mixing stick reed with hemp. But yeah, we got wither reed. Now, I've never seen this before, and it's a tier 8 crop. And I got a feeling this is a good crop, so we trying our hardest to get the seed for this one if we can. This, yeah, I don't think it's very useful for me right now, Glowfire. We've already got one of them anyway. Here we got some Cinder Pearl and we got some Shimmer Leaf. Kind of look like the same sort of thing. I have put the respectable blocks under them. So that one's a Blaze block, I think it was. And then this one is a Quicksilver block, I think it is. I'm just going to lift up these weeds. And we have got a couple of nicer crops as well, like the Copron, which is this thing right in front of my eyes right now. This is a way of producing copper, I think. Again, something I've never actually had, but it requires a copper block at the bottom. But to me, this looks like a really good crop to try and get different berries, like the ore berries we can get. And what are you? Nickel bag. Hey, look at that. We got nickel as well now. That's pretty cool. So I spent a bit of time and made a load of crop sticks, as you can see. And we've also gone ahead and lifted up a load of crops as well. And the actual sticks. Because, yeah, I'm going to do other things. And I don't want to forget about this and make weeds go everywhere. Especially over this thing. I've also slapped torches on like I did previously. This should hopefully protect them from any rabbits or slimes bouncing on them or anything like that. But we are in a little bit of a predicament here. That is, this crop here needs a block of copper under it, which we have placed under it, which is fine. But we've got another one over here, which requires a block of copper under it to fully mature as well. Now, I could go ahead and harvest that, and I might get the seed, but I'll rather try to get the actual leaf from it as well as potentially the seed when it's fully grown. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think if things are fully matured, there's a higher rate maybe of you actually kind of grabbing it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we got a nickel back, right? And this thing is stumped now because we can't obviously make the nickel block. And I think the only way of me actually obtaining this in this world is via XP. So this is kind of why we need to get a mob farm, like a pretty decent one on the go. And I feel like my weapon is getting there, right? We got a pretty decent one here that we might be able to mostly one-shot things. Anyway, I've gone ahead and grabbed a whole stack of sticky resin, and you might be wondering why I got a block of blaze on me. That is because the Cinder Pearl, which is here, was required to have that block under it to fully mature. And it's obviously done now. And I think they're done too, look. Aha. We can just try to get these. Come on, game. Yes. I've genuinely been so lucky with these, man. Like, really lucky with crops. I don't know if it's because I put dirt all under it, and that's, like, kind of give it a bit of a better chance of dropping things. Oh, I might grab this Shimmer Leaf one. Again, I'm not 100% sure if these Cinder Pearl and Shimmer Leaf are really valuable. Probably not. There should be a block of Quicksilver under there, look. Oof, that broke quick. Which is valuable in its own right, I guess. Not really, but whatever. We shall just turn that back. Nope, we need to compress it or extract it. I don't even know how we turn that back, actually. Oh, we cook it. That's weird. It's time to turn on the coal boilers again, and the reason being is because we are going to go ahead and make a file. And the reason for this is because we are going to make, finally, the water tank sidings. Yeah, we need 28 of these, right? And we completely messed up last time because these ones require steel rods, unfortunately. So, yeah, what we're going to do is make 56 iron rods, but believe it or not, we have got already 28, so we're halfway there. We got a load of planks, which I've used a saw to get, and we've obviously got enough sticky resin now to pull this off, which is nice. Oh, I really have had enough of these now. Really. Oh, God. There's a scary one in here somewhere. Oh, God. So my plan is to make 50 rods in total. Now, I might be wondering why. Well, back a while ago, we did get a couple steel rods here from the quest, and we can use these to make this, right? So that should give me 1, 2. There we go. And then what we can do is remove 2 of them. And we need 52 then. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab that. 2 more rods. Perfect. And then we're not overshotting or losing out on any iron. And there is 30. Wait, what? Oh my god, Dad, you're so crap at maths. Let's go. We got one of these at last. I think that might need to be hollow. Why is it 28? It should be 26 then. Yeah, that's definitely hollow in the middle. I've completely messed up there. It doesn't really matter. We're probably going to more than likely get more of these anyway. Wow, this has got a rate of 12, but it is currently raining. It's actually auto-filling this because it's adjacent to it. No way. I didn't even know it could do that. Okay, I need to make a wooden pipe. Whoa. What? Okay, cheers, bro. That was interesting. That was a Inferno, wasn't it? A couple of diamonds and a lovely Protection 2 chest plate there. Thank you. That is a temporary, absolutely god-awful setup right now, which is fun. So yeah, brilliant. We got water now, very slowly coming in, which is good. So I've just chucked in 33 of these ingots, and that's going to give us a load of plates. So yeah, we shouldn't need to worry about crafting up and smashing up any of this stuff for a while now, just for recipe sakes, which is going to be nice. And as well, off camera, I did set this up. I have done a lot of arrow shooting and cookies and stuff to try and get one of these simmering comb villagers, right? The beekeeper. We did get some stringy comb, which is kind of nice. But we haven't, unfortunately, been lucky yet. But we did get something which was quite interesting. And it's a librarian. I was trying to get myself some glass, obviously, to get this spectral glass. Because our villager obviously turned into a zombie villager, didn't it? Because of my legendary mistakes. But one of these guys I traded with. Don't know where he is. Seem to click in the same one here. Nope, it's not you. So this is the villager I'm talking about. I was trading with him, trying to get glass, and well, hey, I got glass, which was a nice trade. So 1 emerald for 5 is pretty decent. But then look what happened. Book shelf, okay, pretty easy. Then an enchanted book, which is in fact mending. I mean, cheers, bro. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if he's going to have any more trades after that, though. But that is a pretty decent villager there, because that's a very nice, cheap trade of glass. So yeah, I was pretty over the moon by that, to be honest. So now we got that. That is also a quest, I believe, which is this one here, the water dilemma. But the problem here is we need to collect a rubber tree sapling. And we also need to craft some tree taps, which, yeah, is possible. But this isn't really possible. But there's a tree growth simulator. Okay. But yeah, we need to get a load of loot bags to hopefully randomly obtain this, which is pretty slim chance right there. Even, I think, if you get it into Fortune 3, look, exactly the same. So, yeah, this is a bit of a shame, to be honest, because this does give us a couple of Steam Age bags. But I guess if you were playing normal Greg, it would have been fine. But anyway, because I got the books and the bookshelf, I think this is all done, which is good. Perfect. So there is a quest here for a crafting task of a work table. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work. We shall see. Nope, that's not a biggie though, because we're probably more than likely going to make another one of these at some point. So looking above here, there is a little quest here for the ectoplasm stuff, which is going to be quite nice. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and craft a bit of this now. So like a whole stack will keep you going for a minute. This should ping off a quest, yeah. I might go for the Steam Age loot bag. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, ladders and that helmet again. Oh no. This isn't bugged as well, is it? Hope not. Anyway, this one here wants us to make a tank, but we need to get obsidian dust, which we could get for XP. We need 4 of it. Right, there's my screws. I had to go and get some plates from the hammer, which has unfortunately backed up. Yeah, it kind of used up all my steam. But it's not too much of a biggie, though, because you just turn it off, right, with the mallet. So that's fine. Right, all that is pretty much ready to rock. Now, there might be some XP bottles in one of these chests somewhere. Maybe with the peck, even. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of trading with him. I wouldn't say a lot. Yeah, there's quite a bit here. So we might be able to just quickly scrape in enough to get that. But quite a few different clusters and bits and bobs in here as well. And there's a lot of potions in there. Oh, God. No, not this again. What do I do? Am I moving forward here? No. Okay, I'm going to try relogging. But I can go in the chest. Okay, I'm going to try putting a door down. Yep. Oh, man. That is a stupid death again. From the stupid caramel slimes. Why are they so stupid? So I just come up the top to harvest some logs. And yeah, look at this thing. It's actually fully grown. Come on, game. We got it. We got it. Requires a coal block. Now, I have actually put one underneath it as well. See, it's just there. So we'll kind of grab that. Let's turn another stack of this and a bit more into planks. Lovely jubbly. So let's go ahead and get a load of blocks for this mob farm. So 32 magenta dye with all of this. It's going to give us that. 32 red ones. There we go. We're going red and magenta here. No idea why. We've got to use up these dyes we've been getting from the loot bags, right? Anyway, let's put all this back. Beautiful. Not entirely sure if that's enough spectral glass, so we might make another stack here. I think that should cut it. There we go. Perfect. In you go. I'm wondering if I should just tear this down first, because it's going to be in the way, and we should just kind of somewhat replace it with this new farm design, I think. What are we dealing with here? A lot of dirt, isn't it? I need 4 buckets plus the 5th one for that. But we do have, well, hey, a load of ladders, don't we? That we've been getting from the quest book as well. So, yeah, we could use them instead of actually a water stream. So, yeah, let's go ahead and grab 5 buckets then. And we can pick up all the water, get all this dirt back, and dismantle all this. Let's quickly do that. Fun. This should take no time, though, because this is a lovely shovel with haste on it. Oh man, okay. Right, that's good. Where the torch is where the center point was then. We are going to build a farm right on top of that. But yeah, look at that. It's pretty much filled up my inventory. But out of all that, we got quite a bit of dirt, which is very nice because I was kind of starting to lose a bit of dirtage. What is going on in here? Go away, slimes. Leave me alone. Please don't be any caramel ones. Okay. After the XP, really? That's what I care about. So a little bit of extra XP. Ooh, we're not quite there yet. But that's awesome. We got a lot of dirt. Happy about that. So I've used up most of my blocks, to be honest, already. Wow, a lot of the red ones anyway. Making this whole chunk. Now, from experience on GregTech New Horizons, on the Garden of Grind Challenge, I have messed around with mob farms quite a bit. Now, I haven't actually done any design testing or anything like that. But I seem to remember and recall that spiders are a nightmare, especially the ghost version. They can kind of walk through blocks, as you've probably already seen during my playthrough. And yeah, because of that, I'm going to have to design my farm a bit weird. Then the other thing is I need to think about is how am I going to kill these guys? Now, obviously, full damage is the best option for me right now, I would say. Probably later down the line, I will go down spike route. But to avoid spider spawning, I can go ahead and separate these by 2 because the spider needs a 2x2 area to spawn in. Now, don't quote me on this though, because there's a lot of different varieties of mobs on here, like big spiders and small ones. So maybe this won't always work, but the general kind of rule, I guess, is a 2x2 space. So if I do it like this, leave a 2x2 gap, put another block, sort of thing. Obviously, these would be up in the air though. And then to increase my chances of not getting a spider, I guess I would leave another gap like that. So yeah. And then a mob will spawn in and they will literally just fall through this block and then I can kill them. So my idea, what I'm thinking is, let's just say we have a load of random platforms like what we're kind of doing right now here. And they essentially fall on these. I smack their legs sort of thing. That's how I'm going to do this for now. It's a bit still manual, but my god, this is going to pump out mobs like no tomorrow, I would imagine. Out of curiosity, how much blast resistance do you have? 4.8. I think over time I'm going to end up switching these to hoppers, but again, over time I would probably not even have this farm. So yeah, this is only a thing just to get me a load of XP, to be honest. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a kind of shoot going. So we got a bit of an example here. So I'm pretty sure this is what I did on the spicy edition, to be honest. Yeah, so we want to leave that as a whole, right? That's for sure. Like that. And we don't want to have any spectroglass too low. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 19, and 20. So that's pretty much where the first block would go. Blink. And then we would do 1, 2 up like this. And then on this one, we would put another one. And I think what I'm going to do is just go for, as for testing purposes, we'll go for 3, I think. That's probably going to be enough for me, I would imagine, just to get this going. And we can just shut this off like that. And all we need to do then is just plonk a little torch. And that is essentially one pod somewhat done, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we're definitely going to need a load more blocks for this. Definitely underestimated the amount I would need. But yeah, let's go. Get this torch back, because that's going to lose it. There we go. Cool. And who knows, we might end up seeing a mob already. But we need to get some slabs. So I'm a bit desperate for the logs. I'm going to go ahead and slap down even more birch saplings. And we got loads of stickweed now. Oh, geez. Too much of the stuff, to be honest. What do we got in here now? Look at this. 4 mobs in that one little slot. Like that, yeah? I think this is going to be a lot of me running around going crazy here. There is one way of turning it all off as well, I guess. It's just chucking a load of torches up the top or something. Oh, God. Right. Am I going to regret this? Maybe. Yeah, we blatantly don't have enough logs here. So there's only one way about this, isn't there? You know what's coming. To be honest, it didn't take that long because of this beautiful axe I've got, or hatchet. Yeah, that was 100% repaired and it had 600 and something durability. And yeah, look at that. We got loads of logs now. Each one of these gives us 4 stacks of planks. So we should probably more than likely have enough now, I would imagine. And because of the XP I got from killing the slimes and stuff, I think I can make that last obsidian dust look nice. And we'll chuckle that back. Get this thing cooking up with a piece of glass. Okay. Don't know what happened there. In that goes. That should make the obsidian glass that we need. That's fine. And then in theory we should be able to make a tank, but via the quest we should be able to get that second one there. Which I'm probably going to go for rather than the steam bag. Just because it might give me a little bit of steam, or at least I could take out a bit of this oil and get more charcoal on the go, maybe. Because, yeah, we're going to start needing these things maybe for torches as well. So we should be able to have about, 60 buckets worth of backup steam buffered up in here. So it's like another buffer from these guys. Not amazing, but I guess it will help a little bit. But yeah, what I want to go ahead and do while I'm making these farms, I've just had a bit of a brainwave, is we're going to start working our way on a brick blast furnace. So brick blast furnace, which is this thing here, right? These fire breaks, they are compressed fire clay, which we make inside a compressor via mixing a brick dust and clay dust. And oh, how many do we need of these again? There is a quest for it somewhere. Here it is. 216. 216, eh? That's a lot. There we go. So you need 108. And how do we get this stuff? We can macerate up bricks, right? But I'm pretty sure if we macerate a brick like that, we get a whole one. Okay, so we need to slap in 108 of these. So we need to take away 20. Cool. And now we grab our hopper, which we've already got. Start macerating these bad boys up. And that'll get us the brick dust. Gonna need another hopper though to start filling that out. Then we need to get all the clay in there, and then we kind of get this going, because this does take a bit of time to do, and as I'm doing some other things, I could kind of get that going in the background. So believe it or not, that's already done, and I didn't even start building. Next up, we need to go ahead and chuck in 216 pieces of clay, because, yeah, one clay will only give me 2 dust, I think it is. Yeah, and then we need 2 of them to make 1 clay dust. In theory, that's that done. Oh my god. That is just beyond awful, that sound. There we go. So yeah, overall, that is like stupidly easy to craft, because normally that would be a pain. Right, what's going on in here? All sorts of goodness. Okay, that broke the actual slab. Don't think we're ever going to see that again. Oh dear. Right, let's get on and start turning these into planks. I did make myself another saw. Hopefully this is going to keep me going for now. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, this has just turned into some sort of weird rainbow-ish kind of thing. We haven't got a lot of planks left. I'm hoping we can pull this off with what we got. Yeah, totally underestimated the amount of resources required for this silly farm thing, but it looks like it might be okay. I think probably by the time I've done this part and then I run over to my little bit over there, looks like a lot of those trees are ready to rock. So yeah, we should be able to just gather up some birch and then turn it into another random color. Away we go. But yeah, this thing, I got a feeling, is going to be scarily, crazily good. And I think it's going to be that carnage. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to turn this thing off. Probably more than likely, I would have to smash a hole in this and then just put torches around, I would imagine. Or something like that. But yeah, no. It's almost there. Let's just torch up this so no bad dudes spawn up here. We have got a ladder to come up and down this for easy access, look. Which is kind of handy. Just to make it a bit more safer for myself. Oh, we got a skeleton in there somehow, even though I've been working up there. No way. There we go. It's already kicking off. Oh god. And there we go. Giant Waffle is kind of completed there, which is a very strange, horrible looking farm, but it's quite safe, I think. Let's go test this thing out and see how scary it really is. Oh. Okay, cheers for the piston, bro. So all we're gonna have to do, run around, slapping mobs, making sure we're not dying, grab the XPs, grab the random drops, and away we go. But I guess if I'm over here, this side's gonna work, etc, etc. But yeah, I can tell you now, this is insane. This is perfect. This is exactly what I need. Farm like this. It's really good. It's going to make this sword amazing as well. Probably I should put a diamond on it then, this sword, I would imagine, next. So I think the farm's going to get even more scarier when I'm actually working over here, I would imagine. But anyway, all of the clay dust is done, so we should be able to somewhat make a load of clay dust now, I think. And then we should be, in theory, be able to make all this. Nice. And then we need to put all that in a compressor. And away we go. So the compressor is just here. Okay, this does take a little bit of time. I guess I could just do that. Oh god. Someone's got arrows. It's fine. They hate witches. So to give you a little bit of an idea how much XP I'm going to need, it's 144,000 XP, essentially, or liters. And yeah, what we're after is this calcite stuff. And what I'm going to do is grab any buckets I've got. And I'm probably going to end up getting more and more buckets from this farm as well, from the drowning creepers, right? Good. So that's 8 for now. We'll grab these out of here. We need to start cooking these up randomly if we keep going back and forth. But what I'm kind of working my way towards right now is this brick blast furnace. Okay. Don't maybe we could use them as fuel then. Apparently. No, we can't. That sucks. We can just go in the bin. So to give you a little bit of an idea, that is 15 buckets and 30 levels is gone already. So what is that? 4 we got so far. 7. Right. Oh. Oh dear, what happened here? That's not good. Wasn't really expecting that to happen. In theory, there shouldn't be a lot of cobble in there. So because of the hiccup, I'm going to have to go ahead and sort out this water and cobblestone, which is going to be fun. Oh my god, we are somehow almost done with the water here. Jeez. This is like never ending. Is that it? No, there's like a couple more here. Oh my god. We did it. There is still random bits and bobs of water here. Probably there's like cobblestone stuck in these. Jeez, man. What a nightmare. But we're starving. We got loads of water on us again. Oh man, what am I supposed to do with all this stuff? Jesus. This sword's got no more durability. What is going on? Right, so far we got 65 bricks. I'm going to start storing everything into the work table. I have just chucked in another 64 to cook, which is good. How are you getting on, sir? Fairly decently. That should go all the way through now, pretty much. Let's get those ones cooking as well. So this could be a death. Jesus. What is all of this? Okay, that could have been way worse. We got off that pretty lightly, to be honest. Don't know how. Jeez. Okay, there's break. Oh my god, I think we cleaned everything up. Jeez. Nightmare. Like I thought this farm would be. Right, so we need another slab. And we're good to go. If only witches didn't spawn, we'd be fine, right? Because it's the witches, man. They're throwing health potions. It aggroes mobs. And then that's what happens. They're throwing the health potions, though, because obviously they're taking full damage, right? Oh, God. Carnage. Anyway, what do we need? A couple of slabs, right? So about 42 levels has got me about 16, 17 pieces of calcite dust. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why don't you just go the XP berry route? Well, what I'm going to show you now is one of the quest rewards is the XP berry, and I will more than likely be choosing that, I would imagine, as my choice reward. So it is very rare to get this, and it takes a very long time with crop sticks. So yeah, I'm happily just going here, killing some mobs. It's not too much of a problem. I will get it eventually, but this is just going to rank up my gear as well, which is nice. Okay, up here, nothing is really going on, so that's good. So I don't think any like passive mobs or anything are going to spawn here and ruin these crops as such. God, what is that? What have I made? I mean, it works. That's the best bit. Right. Can you just fall off? Goodbye. Thanks for the free dispenser. Circle shapes give me comfort. What the... Okay. But something I want to check is how many emeralds we got in here. Oh my god. That's how long we've been doing this for. Jeez. Whoa, look at that. We just leveled up our sword. So I just came over here to check Mr. Peck was still here, and thank God he is. Dude, you are going to love me. Give it time, and we're going to have a full inventory full of golden armor. And we're going to have so much stuff to give you. Yes. Okay, don't despawn. Just take this. I love you. I will be back soon. So I just had a bit of a brainwave. You can add additional modifiers, can't you? By just sacrificing a diamond and a block of gold. Look. Let's get some more damage on the sword, shall we? Attack 10.5, so 21 attack damage on this thing now. Oh my god, right. The next time this thing levels up, I think then I will just rock and roll and go 1 emerald. So we're going to slap an emerald in there. Obviously, when we get this forge and lava and all this kind of stuff, we can obviously upgrade the blade, and that will probably even give it even more attack damage. But yeah, this thing's getting pretty OP now, which is nice. Kind of what we're after. I was just reading we can do it with a whole diamond block as well, but yeah, that's a bit out of my league right now. But yeah, we are rocking 45 levels, as you can see. So I've been going to town with the mob slaying, and yeah, I've actually really enjoyed it, to be honest. It's been good fun. We've got some nice things, especially this katana, which has helped quite a bit. It's got XP boost 3 on it, and Unbreaking 3, which is pretty decent. It's a shame it's got Bane of the Arthropods on it, though. It would have been nice if it had sharpness or something. But yeah, anyway, regardless, about 4 or 5 times I've been here crafting. It hasn't really taken me that long, probably a good 20, 25 minutes or something, to be honest. But yeah, we got all the calcite we need. We are almost, we're over halfway there for the gypsum. We need 72 of this stuff, which I completely forgot about. But it's pretty much the same sort of thing as calcite in the XP department, so it won't take that much longer. We've got a couple of buckets as well, and we are, like, currently holding a load of clay and sand because, yeah, a couple of other things we need to go ahead and make this bucket of concrete, which is the more annoying part of the recipe of the fire bricks, is, yeah, we need some more clay dust and we need some quartz sand and we need stone dust. That's why I've got these droppers. So what I'm going to do is start this process right now, and somehow that's in there. Not entirely sure what's happened there. Maybe there was a extra one in there. I have just lifted up this hopper, probably going to go ahead and just slap it here and start filling this up. Okay, sand isn't like that then. I think it might be only possible. Oh, have I just turned it off? I think I might have. Yep. Okay, I'm not sure if sand can be turned into quartz sand via that. It might only be with this. No, it looks like it is fine. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, in here we might have some more droppers. Yep, and if we look at the uses of these and we macerate these, we get 7, look. So we need, what, 5 of them, and that should keep us going. But we'll go for 6 anyway. We'll just chuck in all 6 of them. I don't really care. Cool. So when we get this last round of mobs, we should have all the bits we need then, in theory, to make all of this. And what I will do is probably grab this table and put it here. And then we've got easy access to a load of water to make this a bit easier for ourselves. So I've just had a little bit of a brainwave here. Will I still get the XP boost bonus if I equip this in my offhand look? Let's try it. I don't really know how I would know. But I guess we would realise if we get a load of XP that way. I don't really know. We could try this theory. Not 100% sure it's going to work. Because, yeah, this sword's much better. It can pretty much one-shot everything. Right, so I've been twiddling around over here because this thing is starting to run out of steam a little bit. But I've also just thought, as I've got quite enough levels, and I'm sure it's more than enough to get what I need, yeah, I might go up there and just somewhat turn this thing off for now, unfortunately. Because, yeah, I don't want anything really bad happening. Ouch. While I'm busy doing other stuff. Like, I don't want a massive cobblestone ball again or anything like that. So, yeah, I think this could be a bit of a wise idea, to be honest, unfortunately. I don't really know how we're going to do this, though. It's all torched up, as you can see. It's not going to fully turn them off, but it's going to considerably dim it down quite a bit. So unfortunately, it wasn't enough, look. Yeah, we're missing 8, which is a bit of a bummer. So yeah, I'm going to go up here quickly. And what we're going to do is do some trading with our pet friend, I think. Try and get some XP bottles. And yeah, I'm just coming up here to grab some wood because we haven't got any left. And the idea is that I want to go ahead and make a couple of chests, I think. Because storage is a bit of a problem right now. So there's not really any organization going on here, but yeah, we got emeralds in here. Nothing in there for now, but that'll be full of potions, I'd imagine. Beans in there for now, clusters. Maybe rarer items could go in there, so such as like apples and maybe the doors. These things, because they're kind of good, because we can macerate and mount these up or whatever to get ingots and stuff. Right, mister, let's go ahead and open up loads of these. We might end up getting a load of cool stuff out of this. Or we're just going to get 11 diamonds. What the hell, man? That's a lot of stuff. Okay, similar sort of thing. Maybe then we'll have coins with these. Coins are good, though. Because we get a load of clusters from them. Okay, XP bottles. Yes, that's what we're after. What was that? What? How did that? How is there creepers here? Wait, what? I'm really confused. Sorry, bro. It wasn't my fault. He just came out of nowhere. I'm just here trading with you. Trying to arrange stuff here. We got a chest, though. Oh, no. Okay. Phew. Luckily, nothing spewed out everywhere. Wow, that could have been way worse than it actually was. Okay. Lucky we are always ready for these things, I would imagine. But yeah, we're doing all right so far. Only got 11 of these, though. But it's only early days. Wow. Out of a whole stack of coins, I just got 17 emeralds back from this guy. That is because I have literally only been throwing emeralds at him. So that is the new technique, I think. Just throw emeralds at him. And it gives them you back. So when he gets grumpy, make sure you got emeralds on you. And away you go. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, this is where we're going to end up getting now quite a lot of XP balls, I hope. Because we're actually using emeralds. So let's go for 2 stacks and see how many we get. So we've got 12 so far. Let's see. My theory pays out here. So these are worth way more. So we're going to end up with... a new helmet. Nice. I will equip that straight away. I can go in there. So I can hear a baby zombie somewhere. So I've just climbed up. Can't seem to hear him anymore, so he's obviously on here or around here or something. Where are you? This is very strange. Is he stuck in here? No, he's there, look. What? How are you just there? That's weird. Anyway, regardless, we have pretty much finished, and we've got a grand total of 41 of these, which isn't as much as I probably thought I would have got, but look at all this. Mana beans, we could trade all these, but we're not going to. We're going to keep them, because if we eat these and we don't know them, we get some aspect for them. In here, this is the rarer section. Look at all these clusters we got. All of this could be turned into plates, right? Obviously, this we already know about. One of these will give me 70. So yeah, we got over 1,000 ingots just sat there, plus 42, which I believe these bad boys can be melted up as well. And we get like, what is that? I don't even know how many that is. 8 per one of them. So yeah, that's quite a lot right there as well, like another 200 ingots. So yeah, we pretty much got near enough infinite gold right now, which is nice. Got some bits of bobs in here. Whole chest of potions, whole chest of potions, whole chest of potions, pretty much, minus the one. So yeah, thank you very much. Your pockets are massive. Oh, I guess you do have this massive crate on. But yeah, this is only just going to keep happening. So this is going to be a long process for me to keep doing this, obviously. But if I just set up a hopper wherever I'm standing and have a load of chests filtered out or something, or some sort of storage system, it won't be too much of a problem. It's just whenever he resets, I'd like to just throw 7 emeralds and he seems to be fine every time, which is good. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop all these. Hopefully then kill these mobs down there as well. Maybe we'll have enough XP to get the rest of this gypsum that we need. And we'll kill these as well. We're missing 4. 4, I tell you. 4. Right, okay, fine. We've gone ahead and turned on 4 more pods again. Right, so this probably is more than likely the last mob we need to kill, I would say, to get the remaining amount of XP needed for the last piece of gypsum dust that we need. Is that 2k? It is. Brilliant. So, all we need to do now is scoop this up, and we should be able to make the final piece of the puzzle. Yes! Okay, brilliant. That's all done. Now what we need to do is clean up my inventory, get a load of water, and start making concrete. So the tip here is to always keep 1 bucket, and then the rest of these fill them with water. And then we can go through this. But yeah, we need 36 of this stuff, but we need to make sure we've got everything ready for this as well. But I'm pretty sure we have. So yeah, we should be able to make 36 fire bricks in a second. We just need to lift all this up, clean all this, and move it over there, basically. Rightio, so what we want to do is make one of these like this, and then we want to do boom, and we made loads of them instantly like that. Oh my god, you don't even realize how nice that is until you actually set it up like this. But yeah, we should be able to start making these quite easily. Look, 15, and then all we need to do is get 15 more of these filled with water, like that, and click you, do that, click you, do that, 30. Perfect. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. And this should be it. 35. Yep, once again, Dan, you're really good at maths, apparently. We go. 36. Boom. And honestly, without this thing, that would have taken me ages to craft. So that's all back in place. I've just had a little bit of a cleanup as well. But yeah, we got the 36 fire bricks, which is good. But we are missing the, I guess, brains of this thing as well, which is this controller part of it. Yeah, it does require 4 iron furnaces, and we got only 1 plate in here. Now, let's have a little bit of a look here and see how many plates we actually need. So it's 7 for one of these, and obviously to get this, we use the hammer. So what we could do is kind of connect these together, do that, and then multiply this by 4, and there we go. We need 42 ingots in total. And let's go ahead and sort this out. So obviously the other thing we need to do is go ahead and craft up a couple of furnaces here. We need 4 in total. These are not very expensive anymore to us, really. We've got a load more cobble in here. Yep, that's fine. Good, good, good. Put that back. Nice. And honestly, that is pretty much all we need. So yeah, what we could do is start planning out where this could go. Now, I'm thinking for now, temporary setup would be just to place it here. So yeah, this is a 3x3 multi-block structure, and the front of it is where the controller goes, just there. But we need to make sure this is hollow. So we can just do something like this. Perfect. And then obviously we've got the 4 remaining here, which are for this recipe right here. So while I wait for those plates, I am just currently browsing and refreshing my mind about how we get this stuff again. Yeah, I seem to remember if we make blocks of coal coke and put iron in there. But we are getting quite a bit of steel dust while we can. via the macerator with the chainmail, right? So yeah, I feel like this is a good idea. We've got a load of coal coke in here left over from villager trading. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go through the villages and find the correct one here. Oh, Dan, you are so good at this game. How did I not remember that was in there? Oh, jeez. Right, okay. It's fine, it's fine. Yeah, how much do we get? I think it's a boot, isn't it? It gives you literally 1 for 1, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm pretty sure these macerate very fast. The boots. Okay, we need to find 5 more boots. So we can at least get one of these going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. There's 3 more in there, I saw. We got all my iron plates, we got the steel dust, but the other thing we need to go ahead and get is a block of coal coke. I'm going to make 2 of these. Just because I can't remember if it was 2 or 1. I think it's 1 with 10 steel dust, but it's 2 with 10 iron dust. I think that's kind of how it works. Anyway, we should be able to make this. Nice. And then, in theory, we can make this too. Perfect. Now, is the quest going to like this? Yes. Oh god, here we go. We got ourselves some concentrated iron berries. XP berries, sorry, not iron berries. And we've got 2 steam bags here. Oh, they were terrible. So, fuel and dust, in you go. Yeah, I'm right. So it's a block of this with 10 dust. And yeah, that's taking 2,400 seconds, which I think from my maths and my brain, which is probably not correct, I think it's 40 minutes, no? 24, 6 times 12. Yeah, I think so. I think it's 40 minutes for 10 ingots, which sounds long, but I imagine if you got a couple of these set up, which more than likely one day I will have a quad one. Yeah, very far off that right now. But yeah, in 40 minutes, we should end up getting a steel ingot, which is going to be lovely. But anyway, let's go ahead. And we can totally scrap most of this now. We're going to have to place these a bit weird because we're going to have to try to somewhat spread these. But I guess if I just harvest them, I get berries anyway, so I could just spread them like that. But we'll keep going like... Oh, yeah, no, you take damage. We'll keep them going like this anyway in a kind of cross formation here. Just to try to spread them manually. So we can kind of get a better tier crop, if you know what I mean, from it. Yeah, that's that. Can grow, yes, but when I think it gets a bit later, we will need to put skulls under it and stuff, just to kind of get more yield out of our crop there. Wow, I can't believe we are rocking a BBF now, which is very, very nice feeling, to be honest, especially on day 159, which to me is quite quick, I think. I might be wrong here, but I feel like we got a really good setup going on here. Like, it's really good. I just hate that we're not in a base, and it's kind of driving me a bit mad, to be honest. But yeah, the plan is now, though, is to grind my absolute butt off and get a load of steel. Because what is the steel for? Well, it's obviously to progress, right? In the quest line. Because we want to kind of complete this quest line. I'm not too sure where it finishes off. I can't honestly remember, but when it will get there to multi-blocks, look. Multi-blocks. Where is that? Ah, multi-blocks. Okay, so we're going to go blast off, and then we're going to go to this ultra-low voltage tank. Then we go to multi-blocks, look. We got to make this, and then it will unlock. Here, look, superheated. Okay, cool. So it is kind of written there. That's good. So it's not any quest related though, so we can get into these new kind of 3.0.0 multi-block structures, which I'm really excited about and seeing. It's also for lava, right? And this is how we're going to get steel a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. And a lot of things, especially gold, right? But yeah, we need steel for this. We need LV machine casings. We need steel screws, look. We need steel gears. We need electric pistons, which require a lot of steel. Bits and bobs are there. So, yeah, we kind of need steel anyway. So, All in all, a long story short is I need to grind, like I said, a lot. We need to try to get ourselves a villager with this simmering comb so we can actually get said lava. And yeah, XP berries is definitely a new way to get XP, but I kind of like killing the mobs because we're getting drops too and we can get bits and bobs for the peck too. So yeah, there's so many like routes right now coming out of my arms, if you know what I mean, where which way I could go about this and tackle it. But yeah, I feel like I'm in a very, very good position right now. Like, it may seem like I got nothing, but I generally haven't. Like you say, I got different directions I could go. But yeah, I'm probably not really going to record much, though, of this grind coming, by the way, because it's going to be very tedious and long. It's going to be a lot of rinse and repeat. But the main thing is, we should hopefully come back with a load of steel. I'm probably going to aim for like a whole stack of steel, I think. Just because then I know I've got enough to kind of bypass all this stuff, if you know what I mean, rather than waiting around, if you know what I mean, before I hit record next time. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm very excited now, and yeah, let the grind seriously commence right now, I think. I'll keep an eye on my deaths though, and minutes played if you're interested. We're at 51 hours now. We started this recording at 45, so we've been kind of grinding, I guess, for a good 6 hours or so. But it isn't all been in one session, so don't worry. And yes, I do take breaks. Don't worry about my health. A lot of you guys are very concerned about me in the comment section about my health. But yeah, we got 115 deaths left to go until we are GG on that department. But you know, yeah, I'm in a very good position right now, and I'm very happy and I'm very excited to get on with the grind, to be honest.